obviously not sitting down there and working on it solid, but the sketches can develop over a year or so, and
Right.
sometimes I'll go back to a rendering that I've done
Right.
many years ago, get up and reinterpret it and redo it again. But I mean, basically a painting might take maybe 5 to 10 hours
Wow.
for one of the detailed ones. And then, to be honest, most of the pieces of jewellery we're making, they're all very, very complicated. I would
Right.
say probably a simple piece of jewellery for
Wow.
us
That's
might
beautiful.
take about 200 hours.
Wow.
And some of them might get up to sort of 400 or 500 hours. That's something else I do because I am sitting down there and making it from start to finish, which is a little bit rare in this
Yeah.
day and age, one person making it. I actually keep a daily workshop journal. So
Yeah.
when the piece is finished, I keep like a daily workshop journal that's dated,
Right.
and it'll just be a little bit of a list of what I've done and maybe a little
Yeah.
bit of a sketch of which piece I've worked on that particular day. So by the time the piece is finished, there's a very detailed workshop journal sort of recording all of the hours and
Yeah.
which stuff went
Wow.
where.
It's
I just
pretty.
like it. It's sort of building a little bit of history and a little bit
Yeah.
of provenance into a brand new piece.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like that aspect of it.
Perfect. I wanted to put more photos. For some reason, I don't find it. I have, saved up some of your photos. I think my storage is completely full with the baby photos. Sorry. I'm just trying to have a look at it.
People know that
Here
through
we
to
go.
our page anyway if they want to look at more pictures.
Yeah. Especially this one is my favorite. Turquoise.
Yes, I had the
I
rendering.
love it.
That was the preliminary rendering. But the good thing
Wow.
about renderings is that it's not like a CAD design where you're locked
Yeah.
into it 100%. So by the time it came to doing the pave, that was actually one of the pieces that David made. So I did the rendering and the design, and then David made it.
Yeah.
And when it came to doing the setting, David saw it and thought, well, rather than just having the flat one color pave, maybe it might be nice to have sort of gentle wash of pinks and purples throughout the pave, which I think really
It's
brought the piece.
astonishing. My next question was about the pave. How did you make it look like this? And
So the pave is something that we really specialize in. We drill the holes super close together, and when I'm setting them, I'm not just setting each stone in each hole. I'll set one stone, and then I actually cut the stone specially with a slight. It's almost like a slight little bite out of the side of the stone, so they actually tuck in closer than they're allowed to, because normally the girdles would rub on each other. But by just relieving a little bit of the stone occasionally, you can just pack the stone so much closer. And I mean, as I'm setting, my goal is to make the metal disappear basically, and just make the metal disappear and turn into color.
Perfect. So where do you source your gemstones and stones, diamonds?
All over the place, because we're not a high volume workshop. We make probably, again, depending on the pieces, anywhere from maybe 10 to maybe a maximum of 15 pieces per year. But to be honest, probably more like 10 pieces per year. And so we don't need a whole lot of gemstones. We tend to, when COVID's not going on, we travel around the world to different trade shows and events.
Indeed.
But also, because we've been doing it for a little while, our gem suppliers have come to know us and know that we like unique and different things. So when they get something unique in, they'll contact us and show us before they sort of offer it publicly a lot of times, which is really good, because it lets us work on some very unique stones.
Perfect. I've got this one here. Astonishing.
Yeah, so That's a Type 2A old cut diamond in the middle. Quite a
Massive.
flat, watery stone, which I
Right.
just love personally. And then there are little sapphires in the head,
It's
and
so
I
beautiful.
actually carved little they're turquoise
Yeah.
in the sort of cross shape.
Yeah.
So it's not enamel or anything like that. I actually carved the turquoise stones to fit in
Mm.
that shape specifically from oval cabochons. I carved
Right.
those out. Yeah.
So my next question will be, how did lockdown treat you? So what did this pause teach you?
So lockdown was in a way very easy for us, but also very hard. So Australia didn't get hit quite as hard as a lot of
Right.
other around the world, and we
Yeah.
tend to get on very early to quarantine, which
Mm.
especially in the area that I live, we've been pretty well COVID free on and off for a little while now.
Well done.
But even whilst in the worst of it, whilst we were quarantining, we were able to get into our workshop and keep on working because our workshop isn't open to the public at all.
Yeah.
It's just a private little workshop that we
Yeah.
work in. So
Mm-hmm.
that wasn't a problem. The only problem it did have for us was that it cancelled a few of our trips. I had a
Yes.
couple of trips to New York planned
Mm.
to work with our dealer over there that
Yeah. Yeah.
sells pieces, Stephen Russell. We had unveiling. We've actually got 5 brand new pieces made, which we haven't shared or shown anybody yet.
Oh,
They're
we're looking
sitting in,
forward to.
they've been sitting there in New York since the beginning of the year, waiting to be sort of unveiled and shown. One of the pair of earrings took about 8 or 9 months last year to
Yeah.
make, so they're pretty impressive pieces. So that's been our frustration, not being able to share our newest work.
Excellent. I've got this piece here. Is
So one that my brother made again that's a Type 2A antique diamond. Uh, in the back, it's really nice. So it's backed in yellow gold, the piece that actually sits on the ring, and that's actually part of a set in yellow diamonds also. So we both tend to put in a lot of detail, no matter which angle you look at it from. And they're little
yeah.
single cut diamonds on the sidewall, and then obviously amazing rubies in the surround. And that's actually my mum in the picture as a child.
Ah, that's really lovely.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's lots of obviously, it's almost an engagement ring, but with a little bit of a unique twist and a
Yeah.
very stylized sort of floral surround to it.
Yeah.
The intense deep red color just made that diamond really sing and come to life.
It's beautiful. I mean, I do get speechless, whenever I see your pieces. They are extremely good, especially, you guys have really good eye for details and for, colors. What's the reason? How do you think about making it really vibrant? Is that the
Well, I mean,
sunshine, I guess?
I guess it's the sunshine and maybe the upbringing in New Zealand. But I
Yeah.
mean, we both really enjoy color, and we're
Yeah.
always looking to. I guess because we're looking to do things a little bit different, and I mean, I love making happy-looking pieces and sort of like that's a very
Yeah.
sensual-looking ring with all of
Yeah.
the curves. So I mean, red's a super romantic color. It just tends to. It's weird. Things just tend to sort of fall in place when you start thinking about them enough. They
Yeah.
just come naturally, and we're always looking to how we can add another layer of detail and another layer of interest. So we'll try and contrast maybe crisp step cuts with the fuzzy brilliance of brilliant cuts, and then contrasting colors and maybe sharp angles and curves. So just as many details and juxtaposing details that we can somehow sort of blend together and make
Yeah.
work together. I think that's where you get the interest in a piece.
That is just amazing. And at the moment, where do you sell your pieces?
So we're sold exclusively through a boutique in New York called Stephen Russell.
Yeah.
They're on Madison Avenue in Manhattan. And that's just a new relationship for us, which again you'll hear a little bit more about soon once we're able to unveil the new pieces and things get a little bit more under control in New York City, which I'm
I
really
just
looking
can't
for.
wait.
Yeah,
I'm
they're an
itching to
amazing,
know it.
yeah, they're an amazing company, and they've got a wonderful little boutique there full of museum quality
Yeah,
pieces from the
yeah,
past. So,
yeah.
even being in some place like that's an incredibly inspiring place when I went to visit them late
Perfect.
last year.
Right.
So yeah, really looking forward to that.
Exactly. It's perfect. I've got this. I'm sorry. I'm just, because I'm so in awe
Yeah.
and amazed. I'm just throwing at you. What's this? What's this? This
Oh,
one is
yeah.
one of another astonishing piece. So let's talk about this one.
Yeah, that's a really unique sapphire. It's almost like a pad color sapphire, but
Right.